you beat Sonic Mania without pressing left? Now, let's get into the challenge. So this challenge is a little more interesting as I anticipated, but we'll need a character to choose from, so let's pick Knuckles, because he's as hard as rocks and he can glide where we need him to. So that's going to be our replacement for moving left. Anyway, so the whole point of the challenge is not pressing left and to see if we can beat the game without having a single left press. Now, we start off at the easiest zone of the game, Green Hill Zone. So, when we start out in Green Hill Zone, there's very little to say about this zone. It's basically nothing, technically. There isn't much to say. There isn't much about it. It only took a while for me to beat it. It took me only a minute and 40 seconds to get to the boss. But when we get to the boss, we kind of just need to jump at the right timing so that it doesn't hit us. And then after I fail for it to not hit me and then it hits me, we need to destroy the madness. And I just managed to beat this boss easily and finish the zone in 2 minutes. And sadly, I didn't get that shield. Now, once we pass Act 1, we move on to Act 2. Trick shot because I just got the shield. So fools on you, I didn't go without it. Now, after that, I picked up a fire shield and then I quickly lost it. And there isn't much else. Yet again, there isn't much to say about these levels. I mean, once we get to the boss, it's a whole different story. I mean, it's an easy boss. Just the main thing that I hate about the boss is that when you hit it, you kind of just get sent all the way to the right, and then it's harder to go back and get hits because you're not facing left. So if you cling onto one of the walls, then you can start attacking it. Of course, I got stuck up against the edge of the screen a couple times, so I had to press right. But after we defeat that boss, we are done with the zone. Then, after that, we can move on to Chemical Plant Zone. Whee! Chemical Plant Zone. So, in this level, when you go down the thing at the start, you need to go down the tubes with a specific pattern. Down, down. Then when you hit this area, you need to cling onto the wall and then go down into the pit facing left. Then, if you want, you can get the bubble shield, like I did, so you can breathe underwater, so it's safer most of the time. Then glide above all of these enemies. Then you can go past the paths and all of that. Then you go down this specific path, go down the tube, go down more paths. Then once you reach the death area, supposedly the water's death area, that's what people call it, I guess. And then once you get to there, you kind of just need to climb the wall. Once you get to the top, glide across. Then we go past some more stuff. Then we get to the boss. We need to be in the middle, jump up so that we time it perfectly and get him. Then we kind of just damage boost against the boss and get it like any average player would. Then you will get stuck up against this wall, like me if you're not a pro gamer. But then you can just kind of jump off it to go to the left a little more. Then we finished Act 1 of Chemical Plant, and that was really easy. And now we move on to the second act. it's also very easy. You get past the first part, you go to the big jumping thing. Then with the little ball, you need to go up it, and then don't take the right tube, because if you take that, you'll be facing up against this thing. So then you need to take that path again and then enter through the left direction. Then you go the left way, and then you continue on through your paths through there. Then over here, you need to put green liquid in the water, and then all you need to do after that is cling onto the wall and then jump off and then continue from there and just spin dash, I guess. Then you go down more paths, and then you end up in this tube. Don't worry, you don't have to take the other direction if you don't want to. Take damage like me if you want to, but you guys are probably pro gamers, so you won't take that damage. Then we get spit out at this tube, and don't take forever trying to get in one perfect spot. Just do it first try and not take a billion years like I do. Then we get on to Puyo Puyo, and this is Eggman's Mean Bean Machine, and we only have access to 5 slots, and it's really easy to mess up on this one, and Eggman beat me so hard, and I just couldn't. And then the main way to beat him is once you start matching a couple of the gooey things, whatever you call them, once you start matching a couple, Eggman starts to pile up some garbage. Then he sort of just starts to lose and get worse at it. Then you have more of an advantage and you can win easier. Then after you stare at Eggman and see how bad he is at everything, you can watch him as he dies into the pit that you died in. Then you move on, and then we can get out of that place. Woohoo! Now it's on to Studiopolis Zone. Guacamole. Studiopolis Zone. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a wild ride. Yet again, none of these zones has much for me to say about them. There is some complications here and there, but after all, it's a pretty easy zone, pretty easy level. I can get through it easily. It's not too much of a hustle. So, it's just an average level, just like Green Hill 1. There is some more complications because it's a little bit harder. But after we do it, then we get done. Then we get to the heavy gunner boss, and boy is it easy. Because you gotta hit the blue missile, and guess what direction you have to be going? Right! Guess what direction we can press? Right! And we have to dodge the missiles and just let the blue missiles destroy the gunner. And I just got hit there. Like I don't know what I'm doing, even though I do. And then after we hit the final blue missile, we can finish off the boss, then move on to Act 2. Woo-woo! Oh, sheesh, that boss had no chance against me. Anyway, Act 2 is also fairly easy. There isn't much to say about this level as well. There are some parts where it seems like you need to press left, but with a little gimmicks and glitches, you can just skip that path and go through a different path. Now this way, these little bouncy balls are blocking my path from getting up. So I thought maybe I can climb there and then with enough speed, jump at the right time. But turns out there's springs there and it won't let me do that. So I have to climb up, spin dash into it, then fail miserably going into the balls, then make that weirdest jump where it's not that fast just to get up. How was it that hard and yet super slow? You didn't require any speed, so what was the point? What was the point of you going fast there? That was the whole reason why I went up there, to go fast. And I found the Gallop Loto ball machine. I got 3x, 0-3, 1x, and 0-3. And I got 18. And then we can get to the boss shortly after. Now, the boss. The boss is terrible. First of all, as Sonic, you could probably just gain hits on him, but Knuckles is hanging too low to the ground, so he can't just easily cheese the fight, and also we don't have the movement space in the room in order to hit him. And that can get annoying because then you can die. So I found a neat mechanic to go into the stage while facing to the left. Any person would have figured that out very soon. It took me a while. But after you do this, you can get sent to the stage and then begin with the boss. And it took me a couple tries to find out about the mechanic and do all of that. I had to go back in, but this time on the far right side, facing left. But when he does the sun attack, we can get just right under him, and we are able to gain 3 hits on him. And the wind attack and the sun attack is the only time that we can get hits on him. So we need to preserve our hits perfectly. And I just got Eggman, and I was facing to the right, and now I'm facing to the left, and that's neat. Oh, and he just went right above me, so that's perfect too. But with the wind attack happening again, I get blown up to the land, and then I just so happen to not press any button, then get sent off, then destroy Eggman. Then we can complete Act 2 of Studiopolis. Then we get done with the Act of Studiopolis Zone. And that was easy. Breaking flying battery returns? I need to check this out. Now, I am splitting this up into part 2. I'm sorry about that. This is my first video after all, and I don't want to split things up into a part 2. But this is hard stuff. Zones are hard. It's hard to record and edit videos. It's hard to even find words for me to talk about. Like, funny stuff. And I just want to have fun making videos and have some support. And I feel like this was the best way to make videos for lots of people to see and have people see my work that I had fun in doing. And I feel like I had a lot of fun making this video and recording and filming it. So I hope you enjoyed too. I very much enjoyed making this, and it was super fun. Like, there isn't that much to say other than I had tons of fun doing this. There are some ups and downs where I get frustrated and I don't want to do it anymore, but that's why I take breaks and not do it. But I will need to work on my video editing and transitioning, like every YouTuber. But I'm gonna get through that, and I hope you subscribe. That will support me so I can have better videos and better content for you to watch. but I tried my best on my first video and I came up with this idea, and I hope you enjoy. Bye!